Coach, is that the Jay Wash you've been looking to see break through for a while? We've been asking you about him the last week or so. Is this sort of a lot of stuff coming together for him?
Well, I think his confidence is building. His assurance out there on the floor on both ends is growing. We had talked about defensively over the last 3 or 4 games, his ability to block and to alter shots and rebound the basketball and being able to do it consistently. And then from an offensive standpoint, him being able, to finish around the basket, hit a couple mid-range shots. I wanted him to hit that 3 at the top of the key, but he stepped up and made some free throws, and it's his first career double-double. What a time for that to happen here on the road. And another reason that I'm happy is all of them are, but I'm just in particular speaking about Jay Wash. Like he's waited his turn, and he has such a burning desire to please his teammates, please his coaches. Like he really wants to do well, and to see him being celebrated in the locker room amongst his teammates was something that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
As far as the overall growth of the team goes, this time we go, Elliott hits the big shot, hits the free throw. Today, Jay Wash gets the dunk and then the block. How big is it that some different guys are now stepping up in those moments when you guys weren't closing some of these out before?
Well, I would prefer not to be in those situations. I'm just being honest with you. But it is nice to see different people step up on both ends of the floor for us in late game situations, and that's been a real key for us. Whether it's, Jay Wash today made the game-winning basket and the game-winning stop, and so you talked about Elliott and Ian in the second half was spectacular offensively. We just got to do a better job from a defensive standpoint. They shot 60% from the field in the second half. We gave them 16 offensive rebounds. That's just not sustainable, and we can't live on that. And so the growth for us is to put 2 halves together defensively and rebounding. Then I feel like we're in a really good spot.
Hubert, like you alluded to, similar to the SMU game, Ian starts out a little slow, but then he ends up the game with 21 points, shoots 5 of 8 from 3. Do you feel like he's more comfortable in the offense where he can sort of withstand a slower start and not get out of his own head?
I just can't remember a time here when I was a player, as an assistant, as a head coach, someone that can score as easily and as efficiently as him. If somebody did not give me the stat sheet, there's no way that I would have said he scored 21 points. I thought he had maybe 11 or 13, but his versatility of being able to score, he made 5 threes, but he can score in transition, he can go one-on-one. He didn't get to the free throw line, but that's something that he does really well. So his ability out there just to be able to make plays and score the basket has been a huge benefit for us over the last month.
Hubert, obviously the dunk that Jay Wash had at the end, Elliott was he was battling with Middlebrooks, I guess, for the ball, kind of just throws it behind his head as well. Just what did you kind of make of, his read on that play, being able to even see Washington, I guess, at the corner?
Well, he has elite vision, so, he can see things that normal players can't see, and he can get the ball to him as well. Obviously, that initially wasn't the play, and NC State played it really well, but the way that they played it opened up Jay Wash underneath the basket. So to be able to find him where only Jay Wash had to just take one step and dunk it, that's exactly what we wanted, and it was great execution by them.
Other than Elliott's late turnover, was this one of his more efficient games and showing strides in that area?
It really was. 9 assists, 3 turnovers. I think he had back-to-back turnovers in the latter part of the second half, and that's when I took him out. It was a pass to Jay Wash, and then it was another pass, and he has as I said before, he has a gift where he can pass differently than normal people, and I think at times he's so confident that he can get the ball to where he wants to, Sometimes it ends up as a turnover, but I thought he played really well today. He ran our offense, he took care of the basketball, and I was really proud of him tonight.
Coach Davis, you mentioned you don't want to be in a late game situation like that, but what does it say about the maturity and the growth of this team prior to maybe some of those non-conference games early in the year to come in a hostile environment like this and win a one-possession game?
Well, I do think, the schedule that we played in non-conference has helped us. I mean, a lot of people don't even include in the preseason, we went to Memphis. Then we played a true road game at Hawaii. I mean, how many games have we played? 16, 17 games?
Played 9 away from home.
9 away from home.
10 now.
10. And so, yes, playing here is a very difficult environment, but we've been there before. And we've been in that situation where we need a basket or we need a stop. So it's great to be able to pull from experiences that you've had as a team and individually to be able to execute. And that's what we talked about in the huddle prior to the last possession defensively is we were in the same situation against UCLA and we just needed one stop.
No Cade, Ty, or James today. Is this the rotation getting a little bit tighter now that you're getting close to mid-January and
No,
ACC play? Or?
not at all. Not at all. For us to be the best team that we need to become, when you talked about different people have stepped up, Cade's going to step up, JB's going to step up. We need everybody. And Ty's going to step up. There is no set rotation. North Carolina's going to show up and try to become the best team that we could possibly become.
In those late
Last
game
one.
timeouts, before the final timeout with the defensive stop, what was just kind of your overall message to the team as you got closer to the end?
Well, I first started off and I just said, guys, isn't this really fun? Just kind of loosen them up a little bit because it is just basketball. And so just to get them to understand that this is a privilege to be in this type of situation. These are things that you think about and remember for the rest of your life. And the reason why I can say that is because I remember them from a player. And then we just talked about what we need to do in order to execute. And that things that they've been told, things they've been taught, and things that they're obviously talented enough to do, and let's go out there and do it. And just, one, joke around with them so they can just not get nervous, and then number two, give them the confidence that they can step up and get it done.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Dietz is ready,
you.
so
Yep.
step out.
Thank you.